Hey, Matt Moreland here. This week I read the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, so you don't have to. Before we dive too deep, let me give you an idea of what the book is about. So the main gist of it is changing your mindset and how you approach goals and set goals, and really how you work backwards to build your action plan on how you're going to achieve them. In this book, Cardone outlines 4 common mistakes that everyone makes when setting goals and pursuing them. The first common mistake is setting your sights too low. If you're going to be setting goals, why not set a goal that's astronomical? Because if you do fail, it's better to fail big and fail forward. If your goal for the year is to make $100,000, why not set your goal to be making $1 million? So even if you fail, you're going to be failing a lot bigger than if your end goal was $100,000. So the second common mistake is underestimating how much action is required. So this is a point that he hits on a lot, and he has some really powerful stories that he uses to illustrate how much action is required to achieve your 10x goals. So once you've set your goal and 10x'd it, 10x what you think you have to do to get there as well. So big goals require enormous amounts of action. So let's say you're in sales and you make 200 cold calls per month. In Cardone's world, you would 10x that and say make 2,000 cold calls that month. If you don't hit all 2,000 cold calls and you fail, but you're still hitting 800 cold calls that month, your opportunities for business have still multiplied by a factor of 4, which is enormous and helps you get closer to your overall goal. And if you do still fail, you're still failing bigger than your original 1x goal. The third common mistake that Cardone outlines in his book is spending too much time competing in your space rather than dominating it. So 10x players in their space, they don't spend time trying to fight with others doing the same thing, using the same tactics. They find something that they can be the best at, and ideally the only ones doing. So finding what differentiates you from your competitors is going to give you a unique and unfair advantage, and that is exactly what you need to find in order to achieve your 10x goal. So the first common mistake is underestimating how much adversity that you're going to encounter on the path to achieving your 10x goals. Achieving goals is never a comfortable process, but when reaching for astronomically large goals like these 10x goals, you're going to have to live outside of your comfort zone. So he really digs into and talks a lot about seeking out things that you fear and conquering them. So living in a space that is outside of your comfort zone is where the most growth takes place, both personally and in your business and work life. Avoiding fear leads to procrastination, which leads to you not accomplishing your goals. So seek out fear and discomfort and live in that space. With adversity comes failure, and Grant's advice is to fail big, fail often, and fail fast. The quicker that you fail, the quicker that you know what you were doing is not working and needed to pivot and choose a new strategy to move forward in order to accomplish your goal. So by looking at failure this way, you've got a whole new relationship with failing. And it's a positive relationship, and that's going to help you achieve your goals more quickly and more effectively. Something that comes with failure is accepting responsibility and ownership for that failure. So taking a page out of Jocko's playbook and taking extreme responsibility and ownership for your failures, I do actually agree with Grant in this. And if something goes wrong, you need to take responsibility for it and figure out what you can do moving forward and do next time in order to prevent that from happening again. And this is a great segue into celebrating success. Something that Grant talks about in here is if you're going to take ownership for your failures, you also have to celebrate your successes and wins, no matter how small or big they are, in order to keep your momentum moving forward and keep you chasing after these massive goals of yours. So I really like this, and he gives you permission in a way to chase your dreams, chase your goals, and celebrate the wins along the way and share those successes with others and bring them into the circle and help them win and succeed as well. But when things do go wrong, taking ownership for and responsibility for that failure and figuring out a way to pivot and overcome that adversity. He's not the first one to say it, but something I do agree with right here in the book is he talks about surrounding yourself with 5 people who are better than you or where you want to be. So everyone knows the old saying that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around. And something that Grant preaches is reach up in relationships. Find people that are where you want to be and surround yourself with these people and provide them as much value as possible. So whether this is in faith, family, finances, business, wherever you aspire to be better in, find people in those respective areas of life and surround yourself with them and learn from them along the way. Overall, I'd say this is a really great book for goal setting and changing your mindset about how you approach goals, especially going into 2021. There's a lot of goal setting going on right now for the new year, and now's a perfect time to pick up this book. This sounds like a book you'd enjoy. Check out the link in the description below for the cheapest current listing on Amazon. So feel free to check it out on Audible or a hardback or Kindle. I personally prefer Audible because I can listen to it while I'm cooking dinner, while I'm driving around town, or just cleaning the house. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I would love it if you would hit that red subscribe button for more content from this channel. As always, thank you for watching.